Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our loyal viewers. To those who are new here, we extend a warm welcome to our channel. Our journey began with narrations spanning various intriguing topics, but lately we've delved deep into the realm of near-death experiences. I appreciate your patience during our break, as I've been busy managing 2 other channels. However, I'm excited to return today with the introduction of a female narrator. I'm eager to hear your feedback on this change using my own voice for the narrations. Now, let's dive into the story, which comes from Rebecca. During my near-death experience, I lived alone. I had contracted a respiratory infection from somewhere, and I had been battling it for several weeks. The symptoms would come and go, so I didn't feel the urgency to consult a doctor. One morning, I woke up feeling even worse than the previous days, barely able to move. I was running an extremely high fever, my body burning with heat. Desperate for relief, I reached out to a friend asking if she could come over after work and kindly bring some decongestants and fever-reducing medications. Thankfully, she agreed without hesitation. As the day wore on, I sensed my condition deteriorating, but I hesitated to call my friend once more. I had grown too weak to even muster the strength to get to the emergency room. Amid the overwhelming congestion and relentless fever, I reached a breaking point. At one desperate moment, I found myself uttering the unthinkable to myself. "I don't care if I die. It would be better than enduring this agony." I grew increasingly thirsty, my body dehydrating from the profuse perspiration. However, I was too weak to muster the strength to leave my bed and fetch something to drink. Then, in a sudden and terrifying turn of events, my heart began to race, and I was overcome by severe lightheadedness. I vomited, and the world went dark as I lost consciousness. I felt myself floating out of my body, rising up toward the ceiling. Looking down, I saw my lifeless body lying on the bed. The realization hit me like a lightning bolt. I was dead. A thought crossed my mind. Should I attempt to re-enter a lifeless body? I decided against it, fearing it might be a perilous endeavor. Suddenly, I experienced a strange tugging sensation, and before I knew it, I floated right through the ceiling and into the daylight. This unexpected turn of events sent shivers down my spine. From my new vantage point, I could see my familiar neighborhood stretched out before me. In a mixture of excitement and fear, I called out to my next-door neighbor, but my voice seemed to dissipate into the open air unnoticed. The physical world around me gradually dissolved into a haze of white dust. Emerging from this surreal transformation, I found myself confronted by an unusual sight: a long, pale orange, plastic-like, cone-shaped object gliding toward my face. As it drew nearer, it enveloped my entire visage. Inside, I was met with the mesmerizing sight of a swirling vortex. Fear seized me as I believed I was on the brink of suffocation. However, to my astonishment, I soon discovered that I could breathe effortlessly. The twisting cone-shaped mass seemed to be affixed to my face, though not in a physical sense. It merely bore the appearance of attachment. Strangely, I felt no actual connection. This elongated form gradually tapered as it extended into the distance, its movements resembling that of a worm in slow motion. The tunnel possessed an intelligence of its own, and it communicated through a telepathic voice, a concept that left me struggling to comprehend. The message it conveyed was something along these lines. The tunnel's purpose became clearer through the telepathic message it conveyed. It served as a conduit to transport energy from the brain to the light. As this energy journeyed toward the tunnel's end, it underwent a remarkable transformation, converting into vivid life images. The light it merged with was identified as electromagnetic energy, and for this fusion to occur seamlessly, the energy from the brain needed to carry a complete set of packets. The packets, as I understood from the message, contained memories, and upon opening at the tunnel's end, they facilitated a profound life review for the spirit. These packets were meant to be filled with life information gathered from one's experiences, later to be submitted for analysis by the light. But before this, they underwent scrutiny by a kind of guardian or sentinel figure. If the packets were incomplete or missing, messages were relayed to representatives, often deceased relatives or angelic beings. These intermediaries then notified incoming spirits that they needed to return if the packets were not fully filled. In such instances, arriving spirits faced a choice, either to return to Earth immediately or, in some cases, to stay and potentially return later in a different form, possibly through reincarnation, although this particular aspect remained somewhat enigmatic to me. I continued my journey forward through the tunnel, consumed by uncertainty. Would I be granted the choice to return? Did I possess all the essential packets? What truths would my life review reveal? An overwhelming sense of terror gripped me. As I neared the tunnel's narrowest point, I started to feel a wave of claustrophobia. My heart raced once more, and then, as foretold by the voice in the tunnel, I was propelled through its end, thrust into the midst of a life review. The life review raced by at lightning speed, leaving me disheartened by what I witnessed. Suddenly, a representative materialized before me, breaking the introspective silence. The news was clear. I needed to return. Confusion and frustration welled up within me, and I couldn't help but inquire why I had been sent there in the first place. The response came swiftly. It was believed that all packets were complete, but upon closer inspection, an error was discovered. 3 packets were missing. The representative explained that occasionally electrical malfunctions in the brain could lead to premature shutdowns before a life experience was complete. However, he assured me that I did not belong in this place. I yearned to ascertain the truth about my state. Was I truly dead? The representative calmly responded, affirming that I was indeed physically deceased. However, he went on to explain that the tunnel had preserved the energy emanating from my brain. This preservation, he elucidated, was the very reason I could return, and this energy would ultimately rejuvenate my physical functions once more. I accepted the inevitability of my return to my body, but before I made my way back, I couldn't resist one final question. Did heaven and hell truly exist? The response I received was both illuminating and intriguing. I was informed that beyond our earthly realm, there existed numerous realms. This revelation shed light on why individuals who have faced death and returned often share common experiences, yet offer diverse descriptions of their encounters. I received a brief glimpse into the nature of these realms. Heaven emerged as the most delightful of all, while hell, conversely, stood as the most harrowing. The factors influencing whether one would find themselves in a heavenly or hellish realm were intricate, comprising a complex interplay of various elements. The light meticulously scrutinizes all aspects of a person's life, rendering a judgment rooted in the choices made throughout their existence. However, there exists a common misconception regarding hell. It is not a realm of eternal torment, but rather a place where individuals perceive themselves to be ensnared for an everlasting duration, thus experiencing what that eternity might entail. The profound experience fundamentally alters individuals, transforming them in ways that are everlasting and purifying. Regrettably, I found myself without the opportunity for further questions, as I was soon sent back into my physical body. I remained in my bed until my friend arrived, who then rushed me to the emergency room. There I was admitted, rehydrated, and finally discharged a day later. I am immensely fortunate to have returned to the realm of the living, but it appears I still have unfinished business to attend to before I embark on a different journey. This extraordinary encounter has left an indelible mark upon me, a transformation that has manifested in countless positive ways. If you've enjoyed this story, I kindly invite you to consider giving it a like and subscribing. Your support goes a long way in helping this channel grow. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can stay updated whenever I release a new video. Should you wish to share your own story and have it featured on this channel, please don't hesitate to send a written account to the email address provided here. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I sincerely hope you'll grace us with your presence again soon.